So welcome back to another video on the channel. This video is going to help so many beginners who are just trying to start out SMMA. They're just trying to find their feet, just trying to get their first couple clients. In this video, I'm going to go through exactly how you can get those first couple clients without any case studies. I'm going to go through 3 ways, and actually the third way that I'm going to cover is the best way to go about it, and it's actually the way that if I was to start out again, it's exactly how I would do it. So guys, really excited for this video. Let's jump straight into it. As always, make sure you go ahead, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, massively helps out with the YouTube algorithm. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's get straight into it. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So the first way to go about generating clients with no case studies is actually to leverage other people's. Now, what I mean by this is not other agency owners, not somebody you're learning from. You know, if you're in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program, you know, not my case studies, because obviously in there you've got the training on exactly how I generated those case studies anyway, so you know how to do it. But what I mean is leveraging big companies' case studies. Okay, so for example, if you've got a client who isn't running any ads, okay? So if you've got a client who isn't running any ads, then obviously you guys know you need to sell the idea of Facebook ads to that client, right? If you've got a client who isn't running ads, then you don't want to be talking about CBO and ABO and audience targeting and this stuff because they don't understand it. Rather, you need to sell them on the idea of Facebook ads. So a perfect way to drill this point home to a client is to leverage a big case study. Now, I haven't actually, maybe I'm not that prepared for this video, but I don't know any huge case studies. But I guarantee you, I can 100% guarantee that there is some case studies out there where they, where a company has spent X amount and they've brought back in this, and actually one of their competitors went bankrupt because they didn't seize the opportunity to start Facebook ads when their competitor did, and their competitor took off, and this one died, right? Something like that. There'll be 100,000 of them out there, right? So leverage things like that because that just drills your point home. Okay. Also, something else that you can massively do, and this is actually, I was going to make this his own point, but I'm just going to pack it into this first point. So there's that section, but also what you can do is, say you're reaching out to a snowboarding brand, right? I seen an ad the other day for a snowboard, so I just thought that's the first thing that came to my head. You're reaching out to a snowboarding brand. They're a slightly smaller brand. Something that you can do that is super powerful, even if you've got the best case studies in the world, this is super powerful, is to simply find that snowboarding brand's biggest competitor, go into that competitor's Facebook ad library, and for the most part, they're gonna have a lot of ads running. If they're a big company, they're gonna have a lot of ads running. If they're not got any running, then just find a competitor who's got, like, when I say a lot of ads, I'm talking like 1,000 plus or 900 plus ads, right? Find another company in that potential client's industry who's running, like I say, 900, 1,000 plus ads, and just show them, like, look, they'll be spending about, if they're running 1,000 ads, they're probably spending maybe 5 to 15,000 a day. Obviously, it completely depends on how they're structuring things, and I'm not going to get into that. But they'll put it this way, they'll be spending a lot of money on ads if they're running 900 plus ads or 1,000 plus ads. So from there, once you found them, just go to your client and say, look, this company, this competitor of yours, this direct competitor of yours is running like 900 ads, 950 ads, 1,000 ads, right? This competitor is running 1,000 ads. That means they'll probably be spending anywhere from 5 to 20,000 a day on ads. And I can assure you, James, I can assure you that they will not be spending that amount of money if they are not making significant returns each and every day. And the reason they're able to spend 5 to 20 grand a day and make significant returns, make a super healthy ROAS, the reason they're able to do that is because they are leveraging Facebook ads. And this is where, enter brand name, okay, snowboard brand one, okay, let's call it. This is where, your brand, snowboard brand one, is falling dramatically short. There's a whole heap of money that's left on the table right now, and it's simply because you are not running any ads. You say that to somebody, it doesn't matter what case studies you have or if you've not got any, okay? That will entice the client. That will convince them, okay? So that's the first way. Now, moving on to the second way. Now, the second way is slightly more technical. However, it's aimed at the other sector. So the first point, I was talking about brands who aren't running ads. Everything I explained in point 1 will convince a brand who isn't running ads to sign on board with you, right? That'll convince them. However, you probably can't really leverage that approach too heavily for brands who are running ads. Now you still can, okay? So if you reach out to a brand who's only running 10 ads, you can still leverage that 1,000 ad competitor, right? That's still going to be very, very powerful. So I recommend that you implement that. But I'd also say with them that you need to add some other stuff in, right? Because that may not be, they'll be like, oh, just run more ads then. That's fine, because they already understand Facebook works. They're already leveraging it, right? So that is more powerful for brands who aren't leveraging ads. Now, with brands who are leveraging ads, you can use that. Okay, if they're only running a small amount, definitely use that. But something else that you can do is just come across as confident. Now, before you click away from the video, I'm going to go a bit more deeper. I'm not just saying be confident and you'll be fine, right? You need to be confident, but also kind of understand Facebook ads a little bit, For those of you in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program, you guys know step by step exactly how myself and the team at Bax Consulting generate all of our clients the results that we generate them. Right? Some clients right now, we're spending like 3K a day, right? We just had a July 4th sale at the point of recording this, and we're spending literally 3K a day. Okay, and so for those of you in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program, you guys basically know how to run ads and spend $3,000 a day for brands, because I detail everything out for you in there step by step, right? In the service delivery section. So go back and watch through that, because I detail everything in that service delivery section. And so leverage what you go through in there, right? Leverage the little bits that we go through. Okay, so for example, copywriting. Talk about the copyright, how we structure copywriting in the program, how we go through it, right? Talk about how we structure it. Talk about the importance of it. Talk about why, we need to test different variations, why long form often works better, but it doesn't always. So we need to split test and we need to try, talk about this stuff. Talk through with the client what they're currently doing, right? Ask the client, are they currently, and you'll be able to see a majority of this within the ad library. So for example, if you go into the ad library, they're only running videos, right? And there's only really one variation of video. Well, obviously, because you've gone through the training in the program, in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program, because you've gone through that training, you'll know the importance of varying up the creatives. You'll know the importance of varying up the copy. Talk with the client through the back end of their ads, right? How are they structuring their audiences? How are they structuring their, ads manager as a whole? All this stuff. If you talk through, you truly understand what their current kind of approach is and their current strategy is. I guarantee you there'll be a myriad of areas where you can basically come in and just provide value. Just say, look, we're doing this and I recommend to do the X, Y, and Z, and you come across as an expert, and that will naturally entice the client to want to work with you. Now, obviously, I understand that not everybody who watches this YouTube channel is in the Quantum Leap Ecom Agency program. Honestly, if you run an ecom SMMA, this isn't a plug, but I highly recommend you at least click the first link in the description and watch the free training, because guys, honestly, the results that students are generating from that program is just absolutely insane. From the modules of the program to the weekly Q&A calls that we have to the one-to-one personal mentorship that I provide all students, the results are astronomical. So I highly recommend you do it. But as I say, it's not a plug. I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm just letting you know how powerful the program really is. But as I said, I understand that, not every single person who watches this channel is in the program. And so, if you're not, go through my YouTube content, go through other creators' YouTube's content. Guys, there's a lot of free value on YouTube, and you can pull bits from there. And look, I talk about a lot of this stuff on my channel as well, from copywriting to creatives to how we've generated certain clients over certain amounts of money and amazing ROAS and all this different type of stuff. And really how we generate all clients, healthy ROAS, whether it's super healthy ROAS or whether we're spending like 3K a day and still generating a really, really good ROAS. Whatever it is, there's a lot of videos on this channel where I talk about that. So go through, watch those videos and pull bits from it. And as I say, you'll be able to kind of relay those points that I go through to your clients, and you'll come across as an expert, and that will naturally entice them to want to work with you. Okay, so that's the second way to go about things. Now, the third and final way, the absolute best way, if I was to start, bear in mind, I didn't do this when I started out, but given my knowledge that I've now gained from running an agency for however many years it is now, if I was to start over, this is exactly what I would do. And that is to bring a media buyer on board who is an expert at running ads, and you just simply leverage their case studies. Okay, so it's kind of going a bit against the title of this video, is obviously how to get clients without case studies. And this method, obviously you are using case studies, but it's, you know, you can get those case studies without you having clients. So you can, it's kind of the same thing. And honestly, like, this is exactly what you've got to do. Leverage the case studies of a media buyer that you bring on board and show them to your potential client, right? Because at the end of the day, they now are your case studies, because those case studies are your media buyer's case studies. Then obviously they kind of become yours now, because when you sign that client on board, your media buyer is going to be doing the ads for them. Your media buyer is going to be delivering the results. So if he can generate those case studies, those results, then you can leverage them to get clients on board, because now your agency will be able to get those results as well, because your media buyer is doing it. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Seriously, guys, that third method is the best. Bring on a media buyer. Now, if you want to know how to bring a media buyer on board, again, go through my channel. I've got so much valuable content on this channel, and I go through how to find a perfect team member for your agency, a perfect media buyer for your agency in a multitude of my videos. So guys, I hope this video gave you some good context in terms of how you can sign clients without any case studies, the best ways to go about it, and exactly how I would go about it if I were to have any case studies for my agency right now. So guys, as I say, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.